One time for your mind, DJ George Chuck checking in. You know what time it TI is? It is time for Nightcap Knowledge. Yeah. In the words of iPod the DJ, share this mother. Share this mother. Mr. Mac and TBC are in the background. Tonya Boyd-Cannon. I ain't gonna call his whole name. Mr. Mac Epps, bartender extraordinaire. Need y'all to go ahead and share this live. We got Mia X coming into Nightcap Knowledge tonight to put something on your head before you go to bed. But in the meantime, we gotta give a shout out to our official water of Nightcap Knowledge. It's Aspira Pura. Black-owned water, refreshing taste, keeping it simple, available at Amazon.com. Go ahead over to Amazon.com to get you some of that water in your life. See what I did there? Got to give a shout out to Wild Wayne, that done dot a jerk magic. Go to BiteThat.com, 504-258-0200 to get some of that. Bite That. One time for the Jackson Rage Room, Central Mississippi's original rage and relaxation room. Located on Terry Road in Jacktown, you can hit them up at RageRoomJacksonMississippi.com to reserve your spot to release the rage and relax, relate, release. One time for Meals That Heal, Mississippi's first 100% plant-based cafe, downtown Jacktown, right there on Fair Street. Monday through Saturday, 11 to 2 for lunchtime, 4:30 to 8 p.m. for that dinner. You can get it on the way home. Right about now, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for Nightcap Knowledge. What's up, family?
What's the deal, Pickle?
Everything's kosher.
Is everything kosher? Big shout out to Huggy Lowdown, baby.
Huggy Lowdown.
Boo.
What's going on, TBC over there?
I am great. I just literally got home from a birthday party. Shout out to my girl Ladanya, celebrating her birthday. So she did a Taco Tuesday night with some colorful baskets. We'll be posting that later. So I've been drinking.
Oh.
Yes, brother. Oh yeah.
Started. Before we go down a rabbit hole, everybody out there, we have a very, very special guest that's coming on late on the show. So make sure you go ahead and share this live now. Make sure you get it out to some people that may not have watched this show before. But we're gonna give you a little bit of background to understand that this show is rated Black and Uncensored. Real talk, real issues, real solutions. Big shout out. Black August is representing Black businesses. So we're hollering at everybody that has a Black business. Everybody that's been on, it has a Black business. We have Black businesses. We are Black business. I'm gonna say it like that. We are Black business. Look at this right here. I'm wearing an I Got It Made special. All those from the Lou. Hey, this is velvet.
That's hard, right, boy. That's hard.
It's like velvet. It's velvet. Look at this hat. Look at this hat.
What is that velvet?
Come on now. Come on now. So we gotta shout it out. We gotta shout it out. I want y'all to come and check us out and share this live right now. Boy, I'm telling you.
Shout out to James Baldwin. Artists are here to disrupt the peace. That's what we're here to do. Shout out to Baldwin Books, my boy DJ over there.
We all got our own art. We are artists in our own rights.
Look,
and we are serious about our shit.
Y'all see that?
Look, I had the conversation with Chuck. I asked Chuck one day, I said, Chuck, do you consider yourself to be a musician? I had the conversation with Lo. We talked about it or whatever.
Yeah.
And just that whole conversation about musicians, what's considered musician and what's considered artist, which at the same time, you're both. You're a musician and you're an artist.
Yeah.
Claim it.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I when we talked about it, I said my response, I've always, from me having grown from playing the piano to playing the drums to then my brother played the trumpet, so I tried to dabble with that a little bit. But with me becoming a DJ, I took everything that I learned in music, singing in the choir, God rest Kathy Castillo's soul.
Yeah.
Playing in the band at John LaFleur High School in Mobile, Alabama. All of those things poured into me to become a musician. And it's like, as a DJ, you're a composer for an entire evening.
Absolutely.
Gotta have that ear.
Compose and arranger. You're doing it both at the same time. So, but I'm just waiting for that 2023 Mississippi Greek Weekend when Chuck come out and do a 15-minute set.
What?
So we're gonna go ahead on and
look at that face. Look at that face. Look at that face.
Let's get your soundtracks ready.
We gotta practice on that.
You can do your 15-minute set because we're gonna have a whole new 2023 Mississippi Greek Weekend. Y'all just get ready. Y'all think we had fun this year?
Look,
motherfuckers get ready.
Let me make his drinks. He be ready to go.
Look, I'm already drinking. Like, shout out.
Let me get my drinking. What I'm drinking tonight? We got a special guest. What should I drink tonight?
I got my.
Let me tell you something.
Cup.
When Mia get on here, Mia is like the sister from and the auntie all into one. She's just a great spirit. She's down to earth. Sister's never lied to me. Sister never made me question anything. Yeah. She is a light. She's my elder. I respect her to the utmost, with the utmost. And when she get on here, you'll be able to let her.
That'll do her thing.
That soul. She's nothing but soul, man.
Yeah.
So what should I drink?
Anything that touches your soul that make you feel good. Shout out to my Kenosha musicians. No. They are artists. And here's the thing, Kenosha. You as a graphic designer, you are also an artist.
Yes.
DJ, I know you're in the law world, of the I don't even want to say political side, but you're still an artist too in your way of how you present, cases or readings and things like that.
Don't let him fool you there.
Huh?
Carry a note too. Don't let him fool you. And he's a poet.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
He writes and he spits.
You got some bars.
Hey, hold up. That joker, he used to wear his turtleneck back in the day.
Oh, my bad.
You might as well bring CJ in.
Nope.
Let him step in this too.
We're going to send him the link. We're going to say, all right, hold on.
Send him the link.
Let me,
shit.
CJ,
make sure you got your background ready. Because CJ, you ain't give him no heads up.
Ain't give no heads up.
CJ about to be ready. Hey, man, I think I'm going to jump on this McAllen, man.
All right.
Oh, McAllen 12, 18, 25, gold. Which one?
12.
I got you on account.
What was the McAllen that you had the other day when we were with Coach Earl Sanders and the
that was Johnny Walker Double Black.
That was not McAllen. That was Johnny Walker.
I've had that too.
Double Black.
MacArthur Epps.
Hey,
Look, Mac,
hey.
have you had the McAllen Rarecast?
I got
No,
that much
ma'am,
money.
I have not, my sister. But I tell you what, next time that I see Brother Mac, he best to have some of whatever he gave Uncle Earl.
No.
Big shout out to the
Oh,
mayor,
no.
the mayor of Tougaloo College. I got to say it, the mayor, the mayor of Tougaloo College, Coach Earl Kirch, Earl Sanders, Kirch,
the mayor.
Kirch Earl, he's the mayor. We got different presidents, but we only got one mayor.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Oh yeah.
Hey, look, what y'all just said, I want to touch on our mental health minute, and it is confidence over fear. Okay. And I say a lot of times people could see good things in you, right? People see things in you that you don't see in yourself, and we allow things we know how to do. We allow other people to put that fear in us with that negative energy. You know what I'm saying? So I want to talk about confidence over fear. You must have confidence in you, confidence in who you are and whose you are, and allow the gift that the Creator gave you to shine and come through. Don't let folks deter you with negative energy and fear. So we're going to talk about that. It's a lot about self-confidence and self-help and knowing who you are and what you should do. And confidence over fear. You don't let fear win at all, right? And I always say this: fear and faith can't live in the same house.
Nope.
So
you got to have confidence in what you do. And if you don't have the confidence you need, you work at it. You work till you become the person that you need to be, so that you can walk out and proudly say, I am a great DJ. Yeah. I am a great artist. I am a great chef. I am a great whatever you are. You work on it to make sure that you can hone your craft and you can stick your chest out and get a certain level. But fuck it.
Hello.
Gotta have it.
Hello.
You gotta have it. You're gonna give them all you got. There it is.
That's the word for tonight. I was having a conversation with a girlfriend of mine.
Cheers.
I was cheers, Ashe. I was also having that conversation with a friend of mine, and I was telling them that when you begin to grow up and grow out, you got to get comfortable with being by yourself. And you're never by yourself, because you don't realize the ancestors that are carrying you, the elders that are praying for you, God who's watching over you. You're never by yourself, but you have to get comfortable with being just with you, dating yourself, loving yourself, and all of those things, in order for the people around you that say they love you to really see how valuable you are. When you value yourself and see that, So,
They said real, recognize real. People can tell when you are confident in what you're doing.
Got to be confident.
People can tell when, even though you might not be the best at it, you come in there and you make folks believe it because how you show up and how you appear and how you carry yourself. And a conversation that Chuck and I have had and Mailman have had in our bar crew, you got to look the part. You got to walk in that thing. You look like, I don't know what they came to do, but they came to show out. They got lights. They got every damn thing. I ain't never seen a bartender show up with no shit like that. You got to show up, owning the situation. So that's it. But hey, we're going to turn it back over to you, because it's only one person that's on this feed right here that can introduce our guest. And Chuck and I can go sit back in the little corner.
So look, let me tell y'all about this sister. I met Mia, man, I lost count of years. I met her. A great light, a great person, a great woman, great mother, great sister, friend, chef, motivator. She's that and so much more. She inspires me in so many ways, because number one, she's always been real. She's always been truthful and transparent. And she's never made me question anything about who I am when I talk to her. She walks on these shoulders, and ancestors are carrying her every time. So every time the words come out of her, I'm moved. So let's bring to the stage my sister, none other than legendary Mama Mia.
Hey y'all. How y'all feeling?
Yo.
Yes, she is.
You, sis.
How you feeling, sis?
Look, I know you've been busy. I know you're getting it in. We're going to jump to this because I know you have some other things you need to do. I was telling my brother Chuck and Mac, I met them after Katrina. when I went to Tougaloo.
Yep.
And we've been connected since. Like, I've watched them grow in so many ways. And I've always talked about you to people I know who have my heart and has a piece of my heart I feel safe with, because I feel safe with you. And I share that with them about who you are. And so,
hey, look at her.
That's my sister right there. That's my sister.
There you go.
My sister too.
It's so real to be on here to talk to someone who's been through not even half of what I've been through, but it's still pushing and doing and reaching levels that I am praying to reach. And so here you are today talking to us. What keeps you going?
Yeah.
I have to say it is really me staying in touch with my mother and my grandmother, even though they passed on. I think about a lot of the conversations because my grandmother, I moved her into my house and bought my mom a house around the corner. And we would be on the phone, before sales was like really popping. We would be on three-way, me and my grandmother up the hall and my mom at her house.
Mm-hmm.
And like every morning I wake up, I think about my mom and my mama. I think about things I want to tell them, things I want to show them. And then I tell myself, well, I think they can see. I think they right here. I can feel them. And so I just keep pushing. I keep pushing no matter what, because my grandmother told me, especially being a woman, she was like, all women know how to do is just do. So I just do, but I take them every step of the way with me. If somebody has passed on, I'm telling you, just tap into that light. You will feel them. You will feel them. Sometimes I think my mom and grandmother's like sitting right next to me, and they just encourage me to push through.
Wow.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's something that I have to do and pass on to my sons, because for me, I lost my mother at 17. So one of her dying wishes for me was to go to Tougaloo. So I'm looking at my whole lifeline, and what if I had, not respected my mama's wish? I would have never met Tonya.
Wow.
Never met Mac. Some of the people that I talk to every day, every other day, twice a week, 7 times a week, and just thinking about how you're keeping your ancestors with you, the people that paved the way. Look, I know that I had no idea 20 years ago I'll be, here talking to you, but 20 years ago I was listening to your music.
But see, our ancestors, they are our connectors. They are our spiritual connectors. And they put us with people that they never even met. But it's the vibe and the energy. They know where we're supposed to be and who we're supposed to be around. Yeah. And so I really believe that. I believe that they are with us every step of the way, and they connect us. They are that whole reason behind the situation.
Yeah, yeah. You talk about, I love the books, Mama, things my grandmama told me, things my grandmama showed me. I was telling Chuck, we was talking about just all that you have achieved, man, over the decades, and still achieving so much. I was just sharing some things that even we just talked about recently as we celebrated WAP, who was not just your confidant, your friend, your brother. He was so much more, because y'all started like, now, like, you know what I'm saying? And so here we are sitting in a life celebration, and I don't know if it was you or Sonny that said, now look at this here, WAP done got us together.
WAP brought everybody together. Yes.
Yeah. So things your mama would tell you, things your grandmama would tell you and show you. What are some of those things you still look at now today, that wisdom that she gave then, which you probably as a young kid was probably like, what in the world is Momo telling me right now? But now you see those things happening today.
I was the first grandchild and the only child for almost 10 years. And I used to cry wanting my cousins to spend the night. And sometimes they wanted to, sometimes they didn't. And I would just be just so devastated, always wanting friends. And my grandmother, she was like, I'm your friend. You gonna sit on this bed and play pity pat with me and stop kissing everybody ass. You want them to be your friend. If you kiss enough ass, your face will eventually smell like shit.
Yep.
So
Yep.
from there, no, let me tell y'all, I never wanted to be an ass kisser.
Yeah. Look,
You know, when you're a child, you think of it in a literal sense.
Yeah.
But also I went through my first heartbreak and I said I was gonna leave the boy alone, and then I went back to him, and I was talking to my grandmother about it, and she said, baby, your heart don't care how stupid you look, it just knows what it feels.
Yep.
That's why your common sense gotta kick in to have your heart's back. And so
Wow.
now in my 50s, you know, when I'm talking to my own children or my nieces and nephews and they're going through things, I see a lot of stuff, you know, that took place at the kitchen table or when I was laying across her bed, me and my mom, and things that she said decades and decades later. It's starting to make sense.
Mhm.
So many things are starting to make sense. We would get dressed up and get ready to go to the club and looking all cute, and she would come pop that bubble. Now, don't be stupid and run out here and give your ass away like Halloween candy. She would just, she would tell us some things. And so, the things she said, I took those things with me. You know, when I met P and I moved to California, um, whenever I was in environments that, you know, I wasn't used to being in, a lot of things she said kicked in. But
Yeah.
now that I'm in my 50s, it's like, okay, Mama, you really was making so much sense. Sometimes I used to just say, that lady crazy. She just fuss. She just cuss. But it all makes sense now.
Wow.
Hey,
I
man.
don't want to hog the interview. So Chuck and Mac, if y'all have a question,
No,
like
she said something that made me think about my grandma. My grandma said, "You don't follow behind nobody. I don't care if they got gold in their ass." You know what I'm saying? So those comments and sayings from the older people, they used to tell you stuff like that, and it makes sense. So that's why I ain't afraid to be by myself. When we
Yeah.
used to do different stuff, doing events or whatever, I like, hey, you don't kiss nobody ass if they got gold in it. That's
yeah,
and
That's right.
and you
That's
said
right.
something about telling your mama. So my daughter was here when our friends lost his son,
Mhm.
and I was talking to my daughter. My daughter's 16, and I said at that moment, I wish I could tell my grandmother I understand her worry right now
Mm,
mm,
because
yeah.
and his son was 19, and I'm like, my daughter is about to be out there traveling, doing stuff with her friends. Now I understand that worry. When you
mm,
out as a teenager and going different places, you're like,
yeah,
oh, ain't nothing gonna happen to me. You think you superhuman,
yeah,
but it's somebody sitting back there worried about you,
Praying
uh,
for you.
praying for you,
That's
right?
right.
Yeah.
And hoping they don't have to pray over you. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And so and then it don't hit you until you having that same conversation. Like, man, now I understand. Now it
yeah,
makes sense. You know,
That's right.
when you should have called, I call tomorrow. It'll be all right. And that person worried about you. All of us all here done it because we didn't think about it then.
Yeah.
You're
yeah,
19, you having fun, and then now you 40 plus, and you just been looking like, what the hell going on? You're trying to figure out what's the problem. Ain't no
exactly.
excuses. We had to ride around with change in our pocket. But I'm gonna say the rest of the good stuff because this is Black August. We want to talk about business. I know you're doing a lot of business, and I definitely I'm gonna do my fan mode after we toward the end because me and Chuck both a big fan of the music. I'm surprised we might be riding, listening to it right now if you go crank up one of them trucks. You never know what might jump out there. You know what I'm saying? So we're a fan of music, especially in the 90s, and that's our era. So, but
Yeah.
business wise, we ready. Talk to us about what you got going on business wise.
Um, well, I started a food company, Mama Mia Foods, and the food company was just really me following up on this cooking squad that I started 12 years ago called Team Whip Them Pots. And I started the cooking squad just to encourage people to cook. You know, I want to see you cooking with your family again, especially your children. That's, you know, it's a good bonding time.
Yeah.
And my grandmother told me, she said, you know, people are going to always need something to eat and need somewhere to stay.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to find your lane somewhere with those two things, because that's just the truth. Food was the passion for me. I love to cook. I love to make people happy when I cook. So in 2020, I launched Mamma Mia Foods, and I have 5 rice dinners that I created, a low sodium, all purpose seasoning, and I'm about to drop my gumbo secret, which is a roux mix that's gonna have you making authentic gumbo in 2 hours.
Hold on. Hold on.
Tell them where you're from, Chuck. Tell them where you're from.
Hold on. Look. Miss Mia, I am from Mobile, Alabama. And Tonya knows that my wife and I, who's from Gulfport, Mississippi, you know, we got the whole I-10 corridor, right? We are very critical of gumbo. Now, you telling me that you gonna get us from no gumbo to gumbo, getting that the roux in 2 hours?
Yes, I'm gonna get you to a perfect chocolate brown roux.
Not that red stuff them pink people be doing.
A perfect chocolate brown roux.
Come on.
Is what you're gonna have.
Thank you, baby. I love
That's
it.
right. That's right. I worked on it for a lot of years. I didn't start cooking gumbo until I was 30. So I've only been cooking gumbo like 22 years now. Because my mom and my grandmother always made it. And my mom passed before my grandmother. When my grandmother was actually on her deathbed, she was like, you know, you have to make gumbo. I didn't want to make it. And I said, you can't write it down. You're tired. You look weak. She said, no, you're going to walk from the kitchen to the bedroom, and I'm going to tell you step by step. And that's how I learned. I had to walk from the kitchen to her bedroom. Messed up the roux a couple of times. If she saw one black speck in the roux, you had to dump it completely out. Start all over.
Yeah.
But I really make good gumbo. And I was thinking about how many people want to make it, but without it tasting like a cardboard box or something really generic, you know. And I knew the biggest problem was the roux.
Yeah.
I'm like, if people could get that color without burning it and then use the proteins of their choice, they're going to have a good gumbo. And so I worked on that roux and I got it, baby. You're going to chocolate brown.
All right.
Come on.
That's what I'm talking about.
Look, I told Chuck earlier. I said, look, that's all I have to say. I told Chuck earlier, I said, I had to go back to full veganism as of end of May. And I'm glad I did. But I said, I'm a pitch it to Mia and say, Mia, because look, y'all don't know me and Mia. I've been telling Mia all kind of ideas. Sis, I'm thinking of this. Sis, I'm planning this. I'll be in my classroom and text Mia and be like, look, this idea is coming to me. She's like, come on out here. We're going to sit down. We're going to write and we're going to get this together. And I'm sitting here. I got a whole nother idea brewing. I'm going to text you later, Mia. But
hold on. Mia, has Tonya ever FaceTime you from school?
Well, she calls me so I can talk to the class.
Okay. All right.
Yes. She's definitely gonna plug you in with those beautiful children.
All right.
But let me tell you, one of my doctors, she's vegan, and so I just took the gumbo secret to her, and we did it with okra, corn, tomatoes, mushrooms. It was really good. Because she doesn't do meat.
So wait, what number show are we on, Chuck and Matt? What number show?
102.
2. Mia, I was thinking what we could do. We come to the city Mac and Chuck will come in town. We'll do a test kitchen, and we'll cook for our Nightcap Knowledge. We'll have our drink. We'll be in the kitchen and cook. You can talk through it, because the thing is, people don't know that not only are you a chef, but you also created products for those who may have hypertension, diabetes. Yeah. You have it for everyone to enjoy the same flavor, minus having the extra sodium and other byproducts, right? So talk about that.
So especially with the For Whatever seasoning, I found that a lot of us, starting like at 30, we're plagued with high blood pressure and sugar diabetes, high cholesterol, gout. And the thing is, when you go to the doctor and you get on one of these restricted diets, a lot of times people end up falling off the wagon because it's not tasty. So I was in that kitchen, y'all, wrapped all the way around with nothing but my eyes. Grinding seasonings, spices, and herbs. And my house would be smoky, but I wanted to get a really good flavor minus that salt. So I started playing with different salts, and my favorite one was the pink Himalayan because it was mild and it digests better in the body. And so I came up with this seasoning. You can put it on anything. That's why I call it For Whatever seasoning. I had it on some popcorn today. I had it on some watermelon yesterday. But I decided to do a low sodium all-purpose seasoning with us in mind, because we are getting younger and younger and these diseases are plaguing us. And we have to get that under control.
Yeah.
We really do. We have to get it under control. So that was the purpose of me making the For Whatever seasoning. And I'm very happy. So far I've sold close to 17,000 bottles on my website.
Wow.
And I have many, many reoccurring supporters. They have been buying it since I started, and I'm so thankful for that, because I really do this. Nobody's slapping my name or my face on it. I'm really doing it.
Yeah.
So let
17,001, because I'm gonna order me one of them, because I like to eat.
So let me ask you this, Mia. So are you still like you're doing the production and everything, or do you have like the white label manufacturer?
Let me tell you what happened. It started getting a little bigger than me in terms of I was doing the production and then doing the packaging, then taking it to the post office myself. So I ended up linking up with the company that owns Camellia Red Beans. That's the only beans I cook with. I did an NDA with them and worked really, really close with their chefs and food scientists to make it taste exactly like I do. And they did not skimp on the ingredients, because they told me, they said, you would save yourself so much money if you went with a regular salt or even a sea salt. And I was like, no,
we're not doing that.
Stay true.
Not doing that. We're doing pink Himalayan salt. We're going to make sure this tastes really good, but it has to be healthy. And they went all the way with me. So I'm very pleased that the For Whatever seasoning is right.
Staying true to who you are.
Yeah.
I love it. Nice. I definitely, because I know you have to get off in a little bit. I wanted you to two things I wanted to ask. I know Chuck and Mac may have something. What do you say to artists as myself? I know I'm always, grabbing at you for just those insightful words and motivation, but also to artists who are looking to walk the same path that you've created for us. What do you tell them as far as to motivate them to keep going?
So I feel like my motivation comes from my supporters. I put my first record out almost 31 years ago. Wow. And I feel like I grew up with all of the people that bought the payback. The people who bought the payback are now buying for whatever seasoning.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you get you a group of supporters and you look in that crowd and you always see this one or two people, acknowledge them,
Yeah.
grow with them, allow them to grow with you. You don't have to have thousands, millions. You just need a couple of people that's dedicated and believe in what you're doing.
Yeah.
They're gonna keep pushing you.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna want to get better and better because now you have a consumer that's waiting for you to drop something, waiting for you to deliver something. So I had to hang up my own posters. I had to go into record stores and really shake hands and get people to get into my music. It's a little easier now for the way we deliver the product to the people.
Yeah.
But I think as an artist, you just stay connected to those people who are supporting you. Don't worry about, like people talk about ops, the haters. Don't worry about that. Worry about them ones that's riding for you and see what you could do to continue, to keep that relationship with those people. Because I mean, when it comes to your talent, you can be 8 or 80. Everybody is one song away from a hit record or one song away from a flop. So there's no need to get discouraged. There's no time limit on your success.
Yeah.
Just make sure that you believe in your work. You stand by your work before you give it to these people that you want to support you. Because once you get that base that supports you, that's it. Y'all gonna ride for decades.
Wow.
It's funny you said that because Chuck went through a lot of different products, making and designing T-shirts and hats. And I think it might have been last year. And Chuck said, you know what? The way everybody remembered Chuck as a student, to some of his students came up to him and they all purchasing their Tougaloo paraphernalia from Chuck.
Yeah.
And Chuck was like, I need to cater to my base.
That's right.
You got folks that retired, that are Tougaloo alumni that come back on campus, folks that were there when we were students.
Yeah.
Some of our classmates now, our professors are in. You cater to your base, and that's what we try to do. We work with the same folks, same people who are yelling across the hall that in Renner Hall are the same folks that we work with now. And you continue to stick with the team that brought you there.
That's right. That's right.
Now, what I want to know on the other side of it, because I was gonna get to the music. I know y'all gonna get to all the good stuff. I'm gonna get to the music side of this.
3 minutes out, guys.
Oh Lord, the pressure.
I know. I'm just letting you know because she got to get moving.
All right, so one, Tonya, we got to get her to Jackson. We got
absolutely.
We got to get her to Jackson.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this.
Living room, founders week.
Mia knows Sonny Patterson. Sonny knows Mia.
That's my cousin.
No, that's really my real cousin, though.
My name is
your cousin too, because he's a Patterson.
I met Sonny for the first time at Tougaloo College, and I told her, I say, you look like my people. We cousins.
Yeah, well, yeah, her dad.
Yeah, y'all like first cousins or something like that. I'm like 14. Until we do the research. But Mac,
Go ahead, Mac. I'm sorry.
So no. One thing we got to get her here, right? We got to do, because I want to hear the music. I don't know. I know you're so busy with so many different things, but we live in that nostalgia. I want to hear the music that we were listening to. So I definitely want to figure out a way we can get you to Jackson.
Oh yeah,
something with Tonya. I don't know, but we want to get you here, and we believe in doing more than one thing. We want to promote the product, the food side. Do some food, like all the food will be your food that we would serve at the event, and we would sell seasoning on site. That's what type of stuff that we do.
And let me just say this: Mia is a strong Black woman. Y'all have yet to hear her stories. She's so humble. Like Mia is a true survivor, and I love this woman because she keeps everybody motivated. Through her struggle, she still kept a smile on her face. So this sister, she got some stories. When I tell y'all, just get ready. This sister got some stories. She gonna get your mind right quick.
All right, but before you get out of here, I got two questions. Are you doing a cooking show or do you have your own podcast? Like what you doing?
So I have a cooking show in the works right now.
Okay.
And I'm pretty excited.
Okay.
I was trying to make sure that I got the right format for my base because like I said, I welcome people who never heard of me
Yeah.
and find out about me. I welcome them with open arms, but I am dedicated to my base because, that's my family. And I wanted to make sure that I brought the right thing to the table for them.
Yeah. Yeah. So I love that, and it speaks directly to what Mac was talking about. It makes me think about the sharpshooter versus the people in the movies that got machine guns. Like you just shooting up a whole bunch of stuff, but the person that's on top of the hill that has the target, they only need
Yeah.
one bullet. So when you hitting. Now, with that being said, I'm a DJ. I still DJ. I gotta go and DJ for some kids tomorrow. I need to know what Mia X is listening to right now. And I'm for me and my boys, we listened to Earth, Wind, and Fire this morning. Yesterday we listened to the Four Tops. Day before that, we was on Earth. No, Frankie Beverly and Maze. So what is Mia X playlist list? What's your turn up music? What's your give me some.
Wow. I'm an old soul, so I am listening to Angela Bofield. I'm listening to Donny Hathaway. I'm listening to the whole Hear My Dear album. Now, I play that Marvin Gaye album over and over. When my uncle was going through a divorce when I was a little girl, he used to play that album. But and as far as hip hop, let me tell you, I still listen to really old stuff. Like when I want to get turned, I listen to NWA.
Okay.
I listen to True. I listen to Kim. I listen to Foxy. I listen to Missy. Most of the time, my playlist is jumping from like the 60s until like about 2005.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't
So
mad at all.
that's pretty much what happens. Every now and then I get to hear like a younger artist
Yeah.
and see the direction the music is going. They kind of got a different little flow pattern and everything. I'm like, well, if it works for them, it works for me. I can nod my head, but most of the time I'm listening to old school.
Yeah, look, I get it. I'm with you.
Yeah, I got UGK in my CD player right now.
I know that's right.
Diamond up against that wood, that's what I'm listening to. Panky Rains, that's what I'm listening to, and then we throw some No Limit in there. So I'm a big fan, of that. One of my favorite lines was, I think it was might have been the shooting the dice scene. He threw the bullet. He said, "Now catch this. Now catch the next one."
My grandma had a sack of bullets on a shelf on the side of her bed. She used to loan people money, and she would throw the bullet to them and tell them if they didn't bring her money back, they would not catch the next one. So when we was shooting about it, it really wasn't scripted. We kind of was just going with things. And so I was like, Skull, I'm gonna pitch a bullet at you like my grandma be doing. And so that's pretty much where that came from.
That's one of the hardest lines in a movie to this day.
That was a hard line. My grandma said every day somebody came get her money.
Wow.
Hey,
really quick, shout out to CJ. Man, look, CJ, you know how we love you. CJ said he's been loving you since 95. Your music.
Oh, thank you, CJ.
A soundtrack of life in high school. And he said you're my favorite rapper, period. And your verse on Bout It is still my favorite to this day. I'm happy to see you flourishing and glad you pulled up to Black with No Chaser. Look, I'm going to send you everything. Look, CJ, we got to get Chuck, we got to get Mia a Black with No Chaser, like kit. Send it to her. I can get it to her here. I know you got to leave, Mia. We love you. Tell us where everyone can follow you. And we're going to talk more because Sunny says she's ready for us to do this collaboration.
Yes, yes, yes. All right, cousin. Well, you can follow me on Instagram at the Mama Mia X, Mia X on Facebook, the real Mia X on Twitter, and my website is teamwhipthempots.com. Thank y'all so much for taking the time out to talk to me. And anybody that's been supporting me all my day ones, love y'all. So
Love you,
thank
sis.
y'all
We'll
so
talk
much.
more.
Thank y'all.
We'll have
Yes,
a great
I'm coming
interview.
to Jackson, y'all.
Ew, let's
Hey,
go. We
we
about to
we
put this
we
together.
Let's
Love
ready.
you,
go.
sis. Ew,
We ready.
ew.
Ew,
We
ew.
ready.
Yeah.
All right,
Hey,
love you, Tanya.
I love you, Mia.
See you
Oh my
later.
God. Oh my God. I love my
hey,
sis.
we
Man.
just bought our seasoning. Like right now,
Yeah.
we got out.
Yeah.
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 Chuck gonna get in trouble. Chuck gonna get in
Yeah.
trouble because he gonna take
Don't
us
get
there
in
to
trouble,
win.
Chuck. Don't get
And
in
we ain't gonna
trouble.
stop him.
Please
We
don't.
ain't gonna stop him. If he start the groove, we ain't gonna stop him.
Look.
Don't do it.
Hey, bud. Hey.
Hey, listen.
Hey,
I
man.
don't give a damn.
Hey,
Ain't
man.
us three there. If we get Mia X to Jackson,
Jacktown.
over
Hey,
with.
hey, man.
That's a whole show. Tonya Boyd-Cannon, Mia X,
Man, look, don't forget Sonny Patterson.
And
Sonny
Sonny.
Patterson, and DJ George Chuck on the 1s and 2s and the 3s.
I just look, let me tell you, I text Sonny while we was talking,
What's
and
up?
I said, sis, I literally just said, we got to get you on Nightcap Knowledge. I said, we need to get together, me, you, and Mia. She said, okay, ooh, when? Let me tell you something. Man, God is so good.
Amen.
Ancestors are so amazing and good that we have the power to move on so many levels. We just have to continue to be truthful to each other,
Yeah.
transparent, and loyal. Like, if you can't do it, tell me.
Yeah.
It's no love lost. If you can, thank you. But don't try to have a hidden agenda to move yourself further when we can do it together.
Yeah.
And that's basically what Mia just told us tonight. Like, be loyal. Grandmama kept a bag of bullets. She talked about that, right? So let's just continue to be loyal and truthful. Tonight was an amazing show.
Yeah.
I hope everyone has left here being motivated, empowered with what she shared. Do y'all realize who we just had on this?
Man, I just about to say, do you know we just sit up there and had a whole candid, casual conversation with the biggest mama, the first lady of the tank.
Man, what?
Not somebody from around the way. I'm talking about like everybody that speak different languages rapping out about it and I'm watching I Got the Hookup. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
And she just as cool as what's that? The other side of the pillow.
Hey, man. Look here.
Chuck want to play some Mia X right now. He want to play so bad. He want to play.
Let me tell you, when I first met her, I was in tears. Every time we talk, I always hear not just her voice, but I hear ancestors through her voice. Mm-hmm. When I tell you she's so rich and inundated with the wisdom from her grandmama and her mama.
Yeah.
Man, look, when you sit in her presence, just like you saw on here, she just chill.
Yeah.
She's down to earth. No sugarcoating. She'll tell you if some good is good. If it's not, she'll say, baby, now go ahead now. Like, it is what it is. And I hope everyone, like I say, you feel empowered tonight. Like,
well, I got to say this. Now, this is Tonya's turn. Big shout out to Tonya for connecting us. Sometimes people don't understand how big a person is until they see they circle and folks they run with, right? So you don't understand how big Tonya is as an artist and as a celebrity, as a person. And when she's bringing on Wild Wayne, right? Wild Wayne, and everybody like, man, I remember Sabir was just hyped just for watching him, right? We just had Mia X on the show. You know what I'm saying? She is, so we don't understand the connectivity of some people that Condor, that she's touching all these people. These are people in her phone, in her Rolodex that she called and she talked to. And she said, hey, come on our show. Cool. You know what I'm saying? So big shout out to Tonya. And then remembered us, keeping us in the loop.
And I get emotional because I'm so grateful for people who see me. You know what I'm saying? Like, all I can be me is because I always say everybody else is taken.
Yeah.
And all I want to do is to be heard. you know. And so literally, I just got a confirmation from Sunny. We're gonna have Sunny next month. Sunny is like, she said, I'll make myself available for any of them for sure. Like she's, you know what I'm saying? Like I try my best to model myself with what my grandmama taught me. And I used to get a whipping. I always tell the story. I used to get a whipping when I was a kid because I used to lie so much. And I didn't know, to this day, I told a student today at school, I said, tell me the truth and I can help you. But if you lie to me, I don't know what to do from there.
I don't know what to do.
And my grandmama and my daddy used to whip me because I used to lie. And they would say, you should know the truth and the truth will make you free.
There you go.
When I started believing that, and I started to see the people that will move away from me when I found my truth, you were never true to who I should have been. And so I'm grateful for Mia. I'm grateful for Wayne. I'm grateful for Sonny. I'm grateful for you all. Like Chuck and Mac, y'all have been 100 since day one. You never sugarcoated shit to me. And I'm grateful that you didn't then and you haven't now. And that's what we need more of. We need truth tellers. You know, people are storytellers, right? And if you grew up in a church world, you couldn't say the word lie. You would say, I'm telling a story.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are storytellers. A lot of people are storytellers. We need more truth tellers. So let's start being more truth tellers so we can continue to heal each other. It's gonna be a process, but we're gonna get to success at the end.
Yeah. Man, I think we gotta define what success looks like to us and not what society tells us. I think right now, just looking at the comments from people that have known us, we have reached a certain level of success, you know, just by being consistent on a Tuesday night, you know, just by putting our fears aside, just by having faith, but also putting in the work, you know what I'm saying? By being our best us, being our best you. And I think we have created a certain level of success because we don't even have to say, looking back 20 years ago, did you know that you would be here 2 years ago when the pandemic first hit, March of 2020? You know what I'm saying? But you didn't know if you were going to be here on earth, not talking about being here. And in the midst of all the hell on earth that we had, we were still able to grow our own seeds from the ashes. We still were able to do that. When statistics were saying that because of where we were, we should not been doing what we were doing, but we were able to grow businesses and take business to a whole nother level and build relationships and networks in spite of. Now they shooting some other shit at us. They got monkeypox. Next thing you know, they're gonna have goddamn alligator flu. They're gonna have everything that they can think of to throw at our ass. You know, they're gonna keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? But we not fall into the wayside. It's always going to be that consistent group of folks who are not going to be distracted. You know, that's what we're going to be, man. You know what I'm saying? And be consistent. Anytime somebody talk about working out, you know, one of the major things about working out and exercising, consistency. Consistency. Yeah. If you do 5 push-ups a goddamn day, you know, you do. Some people, it's better to do 5 good push-ups than 15 fucked up push-ups. I'll just say that. Yeah. So you do 5 accurate push-ups. That's what you do, right? But I think we are going in that direction, you know. And some people might have been full of the hype and full of shit about what they could do and where they were going to go. But we have been consistent. This team came together organically.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We fuck with each other though, for real.
You know, but I'm just saying, like, it was me and Chug, and then we had multiple folk, but this happened with us 3.
Yeah.
Organically. Because Tonya like, hey, I think I can jump in. Hey, I got this. I'm a mic. So look what we head into now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we planning other stuff. So yeah, we're going to do what we need to do, you know. And
I mean, it sounds like we need to have a black with no chaser fellowship. So I mean, a Nightcap Knowledge and a
we need to have a blackout.
And all of us come together and we can have some Mamma Mia for whatever season gumbo and all that good stuff. Like, look, Chuck thinking. He's thinking.
Are you cooking, Tonya? You cooking too? You gonna sing and cook? That's what you do.
Look, let me tell you. I'm serious about. I think we all go ahead on and put this out there in the atmosphere. Y'all manifest this with us. So it's already done for September. we'll have Sonny Patterson in September coming to the show.
Right.
If you don't know who she is, I'm gonna tell you now. Research her. She is not only my sister, she's my elder. We graduated high school together, and she's one that I literally just text last night because I just had some questions about ancestral movements.
I like that, Noda.
I like that.
I know. And she said, yeah. So we'll have Sunday next month. But I said that to say we need to go ahead on and have this as Nosha said, a retreat to greatness.
Yeah.
Where we meet up in the mountains and we sit and we talk and release and elevate and create.
That's one of the things that I miss about. Let me say this. I truly believe that the best job, the best position that I ever had was Tougaloo College, like coordinator student activities. The job I had after that was going into the health and wellness center, coordinator of community outreach, and then director of community outreach. The reason why is one, because when you're working at home, it ain't work. It's like you're contributing to the home front. Like you are a part of this family, and everything that you do is for the betterment of the family. Now, some of the things that I know that I miss is the type of development situations that Tougaloo used to put me in or allow me to be a part of, whether it was on campus or even like when Mac and I, especially when Sabir and I connected. Now, Mac and Sabir roommates, and all us, we work together now. But when Sabir and I connected, because we were really on to the technology, the digital storytelling and all that, when we started doing that, man, we were part of these story circles, these shared circles where folks, they bring their truth. Yep. It could be from second grade all the way up to senior citizen, and I'm talking about super elder that has been a part of world movements that's made these levels of impact happen. And these folks, we're spending time with them. And some of these folks don't come out their house.
Yeah. Right.
And those are the opportunities that because of Tougaloo, one, I now miss. But doing these types of conversations, now the people that we're able to connect with, it's like we got a whole world of folk out there. Now, I know that the consistent people that we connect with weekly are true nightcappers.
Yeah.
They're small and mighty, just like Tougaloo.
Yep.
Small and mighty. Now, some folks might say, y'all ain't got, 20 people that come on there, y'all on their line. But here's the thing. We've been consistent.
Yeah.
We've elevated our content presentation. We're elevating or largening the. God has increased our territory in terms of people that we're able to touch.
Yeah.
People that are able to have conversations with us. Like, for instance, next week, we're going to have a brother from Mississippi that is an international soccer referee. Now, this week we had Mia X. If you go back to the 100 other episodes that we've done, we've had folks from the White House to the Poe House, and I'm talking about people that pour up drinks that made it out of nothing and are operating businesses.
Right.
And as Max said earlier, they're doing that in a recession, despite of all of the things that happened with COVID-19.
Yeah.
Man, we didn't know that we were going to be here 100 episodes ago.
Nope.
We didn't know that. But I do believe, man, that as Tonya said, as long as we stay consistent, we stay real, and we speak our truth, especially to to the folks that matter most.
Wow.
Yep. And it goes back to saying again that certain level of fuck it, because you need to say it, right? And I would say that, you know, Lord gave me my mouth the ability to say it. You know, He might not have gave your ears ready to hear it. That's not my issue. You know what I'm saying? The issue is we gotta, you know, we've been burned. Everybody on this live been burned so bad by some people that look like us in business.
Yeah. And also they call themselves family.
Right. Because they'll go back and say, all your skin folk ain't your kinfolk.
Hey.
And they deter you from want to do work with us. But again, we all we get. We just got to pull the best of us out of it to continue to do the work. And even just by doing this. So, you know, think about some of the best shows and things that you watch. It might not have a large audience, but it's the meaning, is how it makes you feel. That's why we keep going back to listening to certain music. You know what I'm saying? You see how certain the people that was hard in the game, from Trick Daddy to Bun B to Mia X, and they all gravitated back to what they doing now? Food, business, consistency. But Master P was on that in the 90s.
Yeah.
You know
and look, he's in the work, because that's another thing. His approach to business was not the modern way, right? His approach to business was through struggle and perseverance.
Yeah. They forget while he was playing ball, he got a business degree.
That
people
part.
miss all of that part.
Yeah.
While he was shooting ball and rapping, he got a business degree.
Yeah.
You know, and he took street sense and learned corporate business.
Yeah.
And saw the way that the two tactics are the two.
Oh man. Pete sold out. He done grew his hair out and went to Nickelodeon.
We're on a high. We're on a high. I just want to let y'all know, Sonny Patterson has agreed to September 6th to be on the show. So
look at that.
He just texted me and confirmed it.
There it is.
So we got Matthew next week.
Yeah.
While we're here talking about it, Matthew, an amazing brother who's making powerful moves in the soccer world. Because I told Chuck earlier, I said we don't talk about that, you know, as much in the black race than in baseball, you know. But we are so prevalent in both sports, along with so many other. But we'll be talking to him and getting some insights from him. And then Sonny will be on September 6th. And we're going to manifest some more great things to happen from there.
Hey, man.
I love how Flex Graphic said hands on deck. Is that? Dylan's to provide better outcomes and improve. What's up, Stephanie? Good to see you, boo.
You can't take your hand off the plow. Old folks.
Man,
some people don't understand. Some people don't understand that relation. You know, when they say you can't take your hand off the plow. You know,
and let me just say
you got to keep your hand on it to keep it going straight.
Let me just say this. I'm so grateful for people who are well known in the industry and have big names.
Yeah.
But they also have big hearts. And for Mia, when I say she has not just one story, two story, three stories, and so many more, but this sister has worked with my nonprofit organization and my kids. And when I went to give her the check, she said, nope, take that back. Put it into the kids. She didn't want it. She said, pour into them. And so that's just evident of how big her heart is, along with so many more. So we're going to keep this going, because I want us to know how tangible and powerful these people that we see on so many different platforms are.
Yeah.
And they're just the same as who we are. And so for us to believe that we can achieve and attain so much more greatness in what we do if we just keep the faith.
Got to.
So yeah.
Hey, but you know, at the end of the day, to change a lot of the things we need in our community, what we got to do, Chuck? We going.
Wait.
Yo.
We got to get them at money reside, baby.
I got it made. Drop a tag.
Hey, go ahead, get you a hat, get you a t-shirt.
Let's go.
Let's go. We'll see y'all back here next week, Tuesday, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. We got Matthew Thompson, international soccer referee. That's my favorite part right now. Hey, we'll see y'all next week, baby. This has been Nightcap Knowledge. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. See y'all.